All right, here at the Andrews home, just wanted to walk through real quick what we're looking at. So you're looking at all of this gray trim. So all of the peaks here, all the windows, nothing on the front door, but the ceiling above it, gutters, downspouts. On the windows, you will notice as we walk around, there are some issues as far as wood repair that a separate company would be taking care of. So areas like this will more than likely be pre-primed boards that have been replaced that will already be caulked and sealed up. If they're not, we will take care of getting all of the prep work done to get it ready for paint. And at the same time, we'll tighten things like that back up. We'll recaulk all these joint lines, make sure everything's sealed up before we paint. You can see along the roof line here, you've got some peeling, some degradation of the wood as far as the paint peeling off of it. So just want to make sure we tighten everything up, make sure everything's prepped properly before we paint. So same thing around windows, areas like that. Since we are painting windows, we'll do all the proper prep work to get the house ready for paint. Same thing here, making sure caulk lines are redone and sealed up. Want to make sure we wash. You can kind of see on the underneath soffits here some of the algae growth on that, and I'll kind of specifically look at these areas here. You can see the algae growth that's underneath here. So we'll wash it to get all that removed as much as possible, and then repaint the home, and the new paint will have mildewcide built into it, which will help that from coming back. So then you've got the back of the home here, nothing on the chimney, don't have to worry about that, that's just been done recently. But all this here, windows, siding, trim, gutters, downspouts, you can see the peeling along the sills here on the windows, and more specifically want to make sure that we treat this edge of the window because that obviously gets a lot of wear and tear. So I just want to highlight that. Obviously recaulk all these areas, so along the joint lines here, recaulk everything to make sure it's all sealed up. We've got one piece of wood that needs to be replaced down here, so this 1x10 right here needs to be replaced. And pretty straightforward here. You do have a couple carpenter bee holes that need to be puttied before we paint there. And then more substantial one right up here. The bees will be killed off Monday, so there will not be any more bees in there when we would come out to paint. So we talked about using spray foam to fill that area and then using a putty over top of that. But you've got siding and trim and windows here. You've got this inner porch area, nothing on the deck, but the ceiling and the walls and the porch and the doors. You've got windows here and a little bit of siding underneath. Got a dormer up there to prep and paint. You can see a little bit of peeling on both sides of the dormer, so need to scrape and prime those. There's one other wood repair area that I want to highlight, but a couple doors here. Garage door potentially can be added on. Right now it's a different color, so we may just be doing the frame, maybe doing the door and frame. You could let us know on that. And you've got the peak or the soffits here. Got one piece of wood back here that needs to be replaced. So again, another 1x10 that needs to be replaced. And that's pretty much the scope of the work. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to help, but I'll have this quote over to you shortly. Thank you.